Hey everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and welcome back to the Direwolf modded 20-something mod pack. I don't know what this is. It's a mod pack. Yeah, not for 20-somethings, for everybody. Oh my gosh. Just go with it, Piggy, just go with it. I kind of like this view. I haven't looked at it from over here, but that's kind of interesting. I like that. We might have to experiment with that a little bit. You know what would be cool? Is if we open this up, maybe cut this out a little bit, and then it could feel like a cove, like where ships might come in from an ocean or a safe place. Ooh, what's down there? Dangerous things. Let's not go down there. Will this fall? Nope. You can jump on it, but now sand is able to not only float in the air, but hold your weight up as well. Either that or Piggy's just lightweight. I don't know which one. But, okay, so I read a few of y'all's comments, and y'all had some really good suggestions. I haven't been able to build anything yet, but I figured maybe we could get this to work. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I don't know if FireTick is on this server or not. We're about to find out. Are you going to burn up? Ooh, it did burn up. Yeah, FireTick is definitely left on this server. I would need some netherrack for that, wouldn't I? Uh-oh. So let's do that. Because we got to have ourselves a fire. A nice little fire to sit by the beach. Because we don't have any buildings. Oh, man. And I know I have netherrack. I just got to figure out where in the world. Now, I play so many different versions of Minecraft in so many different places, like servers and private worlds. Sometimes it can get very, very discombobulating. You jump into one world and you know where all the stuff is, and you go in another world and you can't remember where you put the stuff. I could have sworn. Okay, I do. I was like, I know I've got netherrack around here somewhere. Let's go back over here, because netherrack won't get consumed by the fire. It'll actually, you can light it on fire and it'll stay that way. Ooh, and this is still on fire. That's really strange. I would have thought that... Oh! But that gives me an idea. I was going to say, it looks like the fire went out. But I like how that is. Now it looks like a little fire pit. So let's do this. There we go. We got ourselves a nice little fire going. Oh my gosh. A 2.5, 3 minute long... It's a squid, not swimming. Okay. A 2.5, 3 minute long thing just to get to the point. And the point is... We've got Meme52 said, a safe area like a library... with a fireplace for fireside chat would be cool. And this is in reference to last video where I was saying maybe we need to have a safe place that we can sit down and read viewer comments. And that's what that's what they were talking about. Argos to Abernathy kind of said the same thing. Have a lounge spot with a recliner, maybe a cup of coffee or cocoa, and maybe using some of the foods from the different mod packs that there are, like a fancy pig nook. Let's see here. I was looking at different tree stuff. What do we have Pam's? Pam's, okay, so there is a ton of different foods going on. 3 pages worth of foods. Is there coffee? Let's back up and see. I think I've seen coffee beans. Coffee. Cup with coffee. Ooh, a bucket of coffee. That's what I'm talking about. Why drink a cup when you can have a bucket, right? Dark Industrial Craft has some. Cold coffee, yuck. Fluid cell, made out of coffee. Ooh, a coffee maker? Pam's Harvest Craft has coffee. What does that take? A pot and coffee beans, and it makes a cup of coffee. Awesome, so we might be able to do that. I'm going to need to look at building some kind of a nice little build. But for right now, we got this little fireside thing going on down at the beach. Don't fall in the fire, Piggy. My gosh. Just... stay over here. Stay over here where it's safe. Don't need to be baking. Now, Dogminer had also said a few things. He said that Ardite plus Cobalt, if I put it in the Tinkers, it will give me Manulin, a different alloy, and I can use that for weapons, so we'll have to check that out. And he was also saying that the range for this water mill was... I was calculating it wrong. I was doing it very wrong. Now, there's somebody here on the server that I was asking that about. I'm not going to mention their name yet because we're going to get a guest. We're going to have a guest over here pretty soon to come visit. But they were saying they confirmed, or they kind of, not that they confirmed it, they explained a little better to me what Dogminer was saying. Not that he was saying it bad, it was I was unable to figure out what Dogminer was trying to tell me, and so I got them to confirm it. You know, all the rabbit trails just to make sure all the blame goes in the right place, because the blame falls like the rain, mainly in Spain, right on Piggy's face, because I'm the one to blame. But anyway, it was that this grid power works in loaded chunks. So it's not that way over there is a bad spot. If you look at my screen, right up in this general area, notice the two different colors on the map? Notice the light color, which is, let's see, how do we do that? What was it? It's not this. We go to that, claim chunks. Okay, so see this area is all claimed, right? Which means, I think it means they're turned on or something like that, or they're active right now. But if we come right over here to this edge and we leave that area, actually it was in that direction, wasn't it? But if we leave that general vicinity of chunks that are not turned on, then the grid power stops working. I was told that grid power works based off of who placed the block, which means I could build this 10,000 blocks away, and as long as I had a chunk loader keeping that area fully active, or I was also told maybe you could build your power stuff at spawn chunks because they always stay active as well. You could set this up, and then anything that you have that uses grid power would pull grid power from there. So that's a really, really cool idea. I might have to explore that as well. All this exploring, all this crazy exploring. And no, there you go. You render. I know the world's out there. I've not heard it in stories. I've actually seen it for myself. Let's come in here because I'm gonna. I've moved this bed since. Let's do that and hop right on out. We'll leave the night for now. I'm not too worried about it. But another thing Dogminer had said was I should use storage drawers to convert all of those nuggets coming out of there into ingots and blocks. And so that is a great segue, because as soon as the sun comes up, I'm going to go over there where the Tinker setup is at, and I'm going to meet somebody who's going to come over here and show us the ways of how to use storage drawers, so maybe we can get all of this mess, all of this finally cleaned up and organized, and we can get our head screwed on straight, not have to worry about looking for stuff constantly, and we can start building and doing some more cool stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and sleep the rest of the night away, brush my teeth, have myself some breakfast, not in that order. We're going to eat first and then brush our teeth, because that'll taste nasty, but get myself all prepped and ready. I'm going to go over there. I'll meet you over there, and we're going to get a visit from a surprise guest that's going to show us how to use a mod. All right, everybody. I have patiently been waiting for a visitor to show up on the island. Somebody here who is wise in the ways of using drawers that I just can't figure out. Mr. Soap the Great. He's brought a nice little assortment of something here. Are you going to explain all this?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Pigglesworth.
How you doing?
Thanks for having me over.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
So you had mentioned something about we've got the standard kind of vanilla storage going over there. I see.
Oh yeah.
But we're in modded, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one of the there's a few different ideas for storage here in modded. So we're going to take a look at one. What you see right here is not related to the mod that we're going to be talking about at all. This is immersive engineering.
Okay.
Storage crate. It's kind of like a shulker box.
Oh, cool.
It was a shulker box before shulker boxes were cool. So
this is old school.
Yeah, the storage crates are old school. Yeah. All right, so we're going to be looking at the storage drawers mod, and so I've set this up so that you can actually show your viewers the recipes.
Oh, cool.
And if you right-click on this crafting station, I'll just direct you to make a couple of items here.
Okay.
The first one, you should be able to pull up compacting drawer in JEI. And if you click like shift and then click on the plus sign, it should pull all the items into there. And so there we see That's the recipe right there.
It's got where I can make 2 of them.
Yeah, I pulled 2 because I want to show you some of the neat things that this thing can do. And so a couple of examples I think would be good. So if you just go ahead, that's the recipe there. It's kind of expensive, but it's not too bad. Standard vanilla stuff. The middle thing that you saw was a storage drawer itself, a basic drawer.
Right.
I just happened to use the 2x2. But again, all of those are pretty easy to craft. So
okay.
We can get into that. But one of the things that you're doing a lot is making blocks of items, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like blocks of iron, blocks of gold, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's show how this thing can work. So maybe place both of those down side by side somewhere around here. Okay. We're going to show really how kind of the beauty of this thing. In this other chest right here, you see we've got a few items here.
Right.
We got sand. So I'm going to pull all these: sand, glowstone, nether quartz, clay, and cobblestone. And then I'm just going to grab, I've got some gold over in this other one. And so we'll see how that works.
Ooh, there's diamonds.
So just real quick. Yeah, there's a diamond. We'll need that for something else we're going to be getting to.
Okay.
But so the compacting drawers work by automatically doing these recipes for compacting the items. And so say we take sand. Watch this. I've right-clicked it into the compacting drawer, and then notice it's got the texture of the sand. What is that? Sandstone?
Sandstone,
at the top? So if you were to right-click this, or
there it goes.
Yeah. So if you left-click it, you should get a piece of sandstone out of it.
Oh, cool. Now, there's no going back. I can't unconvert that sandstone, right?
You can actually right-click that back into the compacting drawer, and there you go. And you can get the sand back out. So it's sandstone is no longer a one-way recipe.
Nice.
Yeah. And so we'll pull the sand back out, and you can get one piece out just by left-clicking. Okay. Or you can shift left-click, and that gets a stack out. And in this case, since it's less than a stack, you get the whole thing. Okay. And then let me just show you a few of the other recipes that are pretty cool. You notice what I'm holding in my hand here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lovely quartz. You right-click that. And in vanilla, you're committing. When you make a quartz block, you're committing. Like, you can't use that quartz for anything else. But the same thing here in the compacting drawers. We can get one block out, or we can put that back in, and we can still get another quartz out.
That is so cool. So it's like a crafting, uncrafting, and storage system all together.
Yep. And then just for convenience sake, we've got clay. So you don't have to lay out the clay block.
Oh, nice.
And then hit it with a shovel. So there's, just some neat things here. And then also glowstone.
That is so cool.
Yeah. And it's
that's really powerful.
And so the other one, I saw you were looking at some compacted or the compressed cobblestone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've put a whole stack of cobblestone in there, and there you go.
Oh,
it even takes it up to, we don't have enough to make double compressed, but if you throw enough cobblestone into there, you can actually get double compressed out of there.
So
if I take that on down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So if you get double compressed cobblestone out of that, you can throw the double compressed into another compacting drawer, and you can take it all the way up to the octuple.
Oh, nice. So is there only 3, I guess for this one box, there's only 3 spots?
Right.
Okay.
So if you wanted to take that even further, and you can do that with dirt and netherrack, and gravel, so that those have compressed versions, at least in this mod pack.
Oh, and
so
yeah.
All right. So the other thing I want to show you, I'm going to grab the cobblestone back out, and let's just do that.
Oh, nice.
So it makes your life a lot easier. It's a kind of a quality of life improvement.
Mm-hmm.
New spawn point has been set.
Uh-oh.
I can only sleep at night. It is nighttime.
It's almost like the sun has to go touch the horizon before it'll actually let you sleep.
Yeah, maybe. Wow. There we go. So we've looked at compacting drawers, and what I want to do is take a look at just some of the other storage options here. If you take a look in this chest right here on the right side,
Okay.
we're going to grab out a basic drawer.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw one of those down right here. Okay. And is there anything, you know what? I'm going to grab some wood planks and stick and maybe some obsidian. And I'm just going to throw those all in here like so.
Are you right-clicking that?
Right clicking into the what is it, the little block.
Right.
And so that goes in there.
It doesn't matter which one you're using as the dominant hand on your character. It's always going to be right-click?
It should be.
Okay.
Now, do you use left hand?
Mm-hmm. Sure enough.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Excellent. I've not played around with that, despite the fact that in real life I am left-handed.
Oh, me too. Yeah, when they finally came out with that, I'm like, oh, cool. My brain will actually understand what I'm doing now because the left hand will be doing what the left hand's supposed to do.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so the next order of business is I've got this thing called a drawer key. See this right here?
Right.
Let me just throw it to you real quick. You can take a look at that. And if you want to, you can probably pull up the recipe for your viewers. It's pretty simple. It takes a couple of gold ingots and then a gold nugget, and then believe an upgrade key, upgrade template, something like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, a drawer key button? What does that do?
That one, I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
So if you right-click on this drawer right here, the wood drawer,
Okay.
notice it's got a change on the texture now at the top.
Yeah, a little keyhole.
Okay. So now switch to another hand so we don't inadvertently re-click that key.
Okay.
And then shift right-click on one of the items.
Oh, weird. Okay.
So you pulled out, which one did you pull? The obsidian, which one?
Or I tried to go for the wood planks, but it's
Okay,
showing
so
me like an
shift- maybe
interface now.
Oh, you know what? I didn't mean to do that.
Uh-oh.
Exit out of that. Shift left-click. I'm sorry. Pull out a whole stack.
Okay.
And look at that. Notice that the texture's still there. Okay.
Oh.
So if you want to make sure that an item always goes into that spot, you click that key.
Okay.
Now, that doesn't really make sense at this point because you would just be using it in this manner. Okay. We're going to build something new here. So let's go back to the crafting station.
It didn't work. Do I need to keep these planks or put them back?
I would keep them for now, just for the next example.
Okay.
So, so in the crafting station, what I want you to do is call up the drawer controller.
Okay.
And so we'll pull that into the crafting station there.
How many of those do I need to make?
Just one. It should have all the items. Yeah.
Yeah.
So pull that. Okay. And now place that drawer controller maybe right beside the glowstone. Okay. Now what I want you to do is right click with the planks on the drawer controller. And they left your inventory. Now look in the drawer over here.
Oh, cool. So these work like hoppers as well.
Uh-huh. And so the other thing that you can do is, so grab a set of wood planks, obsidian, and sticks out of this right-hand one.
Okay.
Okay, go to an empty hand on your inventory.
Okay.
And just double right-click on the drawer controller.
Oh, it took everything out of my inventory for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
So you ever come back from a mining trip and your pockets are just full of stuff?
Right.
Well, and then you have to go find all the spots in your storage area for all those things. Well, in this case, if you set up your drawer network, all you got to do is just right click or double right click on the drawer controller, and it puts it all where you've set it up.
Now, it doesn't look like it pulled anything out of my backpacks, so it has to be like in your actual inventory slots.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Now, there's another set of backpacks from forestry, the mining backpack, and Well, it's a variety of those. If you have one of those, the storage drawers work really well with that mod.
Okay.
And you can actually pull the backpack into your hand, and then shift, and then right click with that backpack on the storage drawer, and it'll take all the items in.
Oh, nice.
But it doesn't do that with these backpacks. I've tried numerous times, and oh well, you can't have everything, I guess.
But yeah.
Now, there's a few other things once you get started on this route of storage drawers. So if you can pull out some of the obsidian, maybe 8 pieces.
Okay.
Okay. And come back over to the crafting station and pull up upgrade template. I believe that's the phrase. Now, I'm making Piggy do all this because you guys are watching his stuff. You can't see my screen. So it's upgrade template from storage drawers.
Okay.
You should be able to pull one of those into the crafting station there.
It says I'm missing a basic drawer as one item.
Oh, did we use all those? Do you have one? I've got one.
No, I don't have one. Oh,
okay,
you have one?
Now try.
Okay.
I left. Yeah. Whoops.
Do I just need one, or do we do 2? Oh, it's going to give me 2.
Yeah, it'll give you 2. So we'll do, so grab that.
Okay.
And then type in void upgrade.
Uh-oh. We're going to throw stuff away?
Yeah, we're going to do that. But it's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. And then, so you got that now. You got a void upgrade.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pull another one in. So if you're watching on, maybe throw the upgrade template into the chest there.
Oh, in here?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, and I'm going to pull a recipe up and you can take a look at that. Okay, so this is another type of upgrade.
Okay.
And there's a lot of them. So if you just go look at JEI for upgrade, you'll see a number of storage upgrades, and there's different tiers to it. I'm using the gold tier, and that increases your storage up to 8 times the base value. So however much a particular drawer can hold, this will let you hold 8 times more.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So if you grab that one on out.
Okay.
Okay. And remember, I had you shift right click on this drawer, and then that was the wrong thing to do. Well, then now's the right time to do that.
Okay.
So there, if you see, there's a whole line of upgrade slots down in that UI.
Right.
You can put the 2 upgrades in there.
The void one?
Yep. Even put the void. Don't worry about that one.
Okay.
I'll explain that one. So this is for the void upgrade is for the case where you've got an automated farm going into your storage drawer network.
Okay.
And so you want to make sure, since we're on a server, we want to make sure that we're good server mates and we don't have too many items hanging around.
Right.
And sometimes if farms produce more than the storage can hold, the farms will actually start throwing items all over the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And so then we get lag issues and the server crashes and no fun for everybody. So the void upgrade says once this thing is filled up, it's going to throw everything else that comes in, throw away everything else. But that's per item. So if you happen to you fill up on obsidian and more obsidian comes in, it'll start throwing away obsidian, but it's not going to throw away any new sticks or planks that come in. It's just that particular item that's coming in. So that's a way to really, make sure you're playing nicely with the server.
Right.
Now, I've just shown you one type of drawer. This is the 2x2.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few different types. If you just go into basic drawers, there's a 1x1, and so it just takes one item, but takes a lot of them, 32 stacks.
Right.
There's a 1x2, and then there's half-size ones, depending on what your aesthetic is that you're going for. So
cool.
A few different options for you to play with on your own time, but I think this covers the high points of storage drawers. It gives you a good overview, something to kind of run with. So I really look forward to what you end up doing with it up there with your storage area,
or lack thereof so far.
Well, it's something,
Right. Yeah, it's not all over the ground despawning, so we got that going for us.
Yeah. And this will be your kit to just start with.
Oh,
so
cool.
I'll just leave this here for you.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
All right, everybody. I've been over here doing a little bit of work. We have got ourselves some trees and stuff growing over there because I needed a lot of wood. I needed a lot of wood to build this. Now, I went through, let's see, what did I do? Not the transfer nodes. I wanted to see ingots. Ingots or nuggets? Nuggets. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 times 2 is, oh gosh, now I got to do math. Like 34, I think. 34 different type of nuggets. But the problem is that some of these pig iron, oh no, sir, no, we're not doing that. Like some of these nuggets, see, they're just regular. Some of these, like draconic evolution, I don't know if some of these you find naturally or if you have to make them. I'm not quite certain how that works. So we're just going to brave the night. That's what we're going to do. So what I did was I went ahead and I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 2 is 16, and there's 17 right there. So that would be half of them. That would be half. And I figure if we find that there's more, we can add on. We can do like a little corner section right here, and we can add another section right here as well. Now this portal's probably going to need to get bumped over to right about here, just so it's, one, it's going to be more in line with right here, but two, in this general area, I'm going to set up all these different Tinkers things. Now what I have to do is figure out what is the right way to set these up, because if we put the part builder down, the pattern chest, I'm trying to remember how you do this. You put the pattern chest next to it and it accesses it, but I can't remember if we put the pattern chest underneath it, if it will access it. And yes, we will need to work on getting some better tools pretty soon here as well. So let's do a little test here. Let's break this. Let's break that and do that. Well, that let us, no, that won't. That won't let us access the pattern box. So the pattern box might need to go behind it like that. But see, since we're building out here in the open, there's not really a behind it, is there? But we could do, let's see, crafting station. That looks kind of weird with it floating. So I'm going to have to experiment a little bit to figure out what's a good layout for this stuff. But I wanted to show you one or two more things. Soap had shown me this thing. Let's see, where is it? Oh, this. Okay, so this is really cool. So if we, let's look up the recipe real quick. You can make this stuff called packing tape. Packing tape. There we go, right there. So it's 3 pieces of paper and a slime ball. There's a bunch of different type of slime balls that you can use, but you get this packing tape. And so what happens is you get a piece of packing tape and you can right click. There we go. And it will cover the basic drawer with the tape. And then I can break this. You'll come with me. And none of the stuff falls out. So it keeps all the stuff in there. So it's a little bit of a cost. It's not that expensive. And what do we get? 8 uses out of it. Okay. So if we needed to move a giant system full of a whole bunch of stuff, instead of having to empty everything out, we could just put some packing tape and have a moving day. But we already moved. We already moved over here. So hopefully we're not moving again. What is that? Okay, that's a sheep. I thought it was a skeleton sitting out there, but it's not, which is good. So, the other cool thing was I noticed none of these were filled up, and I was really curious. I wanted to test and see if this worked. So, I've got the system set up where it's going to make nuggets. So, let's do this. Is it okay, it's the diamond backpack that we've got all this stuff in. So, I've got aluminum there. Let's go ahead and do aluminum. We'll convert aluminum to nuggets, okay? And I'm going to put 1 nugget in there and watch what happens. And it takes it a moment because we don't have any speed upgrades or anything in there. It takes it a moment for it to pop through there. It's not going to do it while I'm watching, is it? I have to come down here. This is what I did earlier. I looked. Now it went through. Maybe I had to get close enough. Oh, look, there it went. So it chose the next available slot. It looks like it's going to go from right to left, But what I don't know is, will it pop up and come back this way? Like, will it snake along, or will it always start from this way? So I didn't have to really like figure out what's in here. If I've got an empty slot and I run into a new nugget that I'm smelting, I can run off and do my own thing and it will run through there. Now what I don't know is what happens if we send an item through here and there is not an open slot. Will it get stuck at some point? Because I don't think we can interact with the drawer controller. That doesn't give us any kind of access. It's quite possible that because the output doesn't see an available space, that the items would get stuck right here in the transfer node. That's probably what's going to happen. But I went ahead and made that low enough into the ground where basically I can do this. Where are my building blocks? Ardite. No, we don't want to do that. We want to save the Ardite so we can make some manual so we can make some awesome tools. So we'll do this. I'm just going to cap all this off. I don't know if I have enough dirt. I think I do. I think I can. There we go. So now it's all sealed up. It looks like its own little spot over there. And it's oh man, this is going to be so cool. Because we're going to be able to just dump ores in here as long as we got fuel to cook. It's going to go through and get processed, turned into nuggets. Get piped over to here as nuggets. And we can just come over here and left. Nope. Right? No. Oh. Okay, so see it says 2 and 18? So we got to do this. There we go. Got ourselves some gold. Gold in them our spots. And let's go ahead and find that key. Where did I put the key? Key, where did you go? Oh, there was gold nuggets in there. I saw it. Let's go over here. Boop. There we go. We're going to lock that down. You're locked down as well. So I'm going to have to go through my diamond backpack. I'm going to have to... Nope, not that diamond backpack. Let's see here. No, stop opening. Boop, there we go. I'm going to have to go through here and sort all these out so that I can send them in that system. But that's awesome because, one, that means now I'm going to have a diamond backpack that's going to be open. I won't have all these this stuff in here that I've got to keep up with. We'll have a place to put it. But also, that means that we can start getting to making some more storage drawers area somewhere else, a warehouse type structure, so that all of that stuff can get sorted and we don't have to fool with that anymore. So that's awesome. We finally got some forward-going progress. We can get working on some more projects instead of getting really bogged down with all the sorting and all the material handlings. So big thank you to Mr. Soap the McGrape for stopping by and teaching us how to use that. Thank you so much, Dogminer, for mentioning these storage drawers. That was a really awesome idea. But thank you all so much for watching. And remember, if you got ideas, comments, suggestions, go ahead and leave them down there in the description box. Not the description box. The little spot where you put your comment. The comment section. That's what it's called. Put your comments in the comments section. I will try to address every single one that I can. But thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to get to sorting all this stuff out, and I hope to see you again next time.